Hi, thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoy our show today. We've got Mitch with us today. Our clip today is sponsored by Olmos Pharmacy, Space Tone Music, the Tube Amp Man, and Equinox, the Metalsmith Master. So hope you enjoy the show.
Good guitar player. That was awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and welcome to Live from Olmos Pharmacy, All Music's Local. My name is Richard Diaz de Leon, and we are broadcasting right here from the heart of Texas, here deep in the heart of Texas, right here in San Antonio, Texas. We are, of course, live at the Olmos Pharmacy. Olmos Pharmacy started its life as a pharmacy, like the name would suggest, and is now turned into a pub and a diner. It's just a different kind of RX, if you will. And we're here today with my good friend Mitch Webb. So we'd like to welcome you, Mitch. Thank you for being with us.
It's my honor to be here. Thank you for having me here, sir.
I love the one kind of shake. Mitch, you do well, for everybody out there, I've known Mitch and I went to high school together, but we just figured out we were there at the same time. Now, I knew Mitch was there.
Yes.
Either while I was there or the year before.
Yes.
But I don't think you knew I was there because you were a senior and I would have been a freshman, and so you know how
I was a
stuff
big
goes.
shot. Yeah.
You were a big shot. You
Yeah.
were a big shot.
Yeah.
You were what they call the big stick carrier.
Yep.
And we'll just let them
We'll
imagine.
leave
what
it
they-
at that.
We'll just leave it at that, baby. That's right. That's right. Mitch, you are the leader of the band called Mitch Webb and the Swindles.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
How would you describe the band?
I would describe it as a very San Antonio sounding band. It's roughly based off of a lot of Sir Douglas Quintet stuff. But it's also based off of just what we've kind of morphed into over the years, you know, and we're all from here. All the
Right.
guys are from here, and so it just kind of, that's what happens to you. You just kind of, if you're kind of true to yourself, it'll become that sound, and it just happens to be a lot like Doug, you know, in a lot of ways.
Sure, it does. What I like about what you guys do is that you have your own definite voice. It's very Texas. It is regional. Obviously, the theme's universal, like every song is universal.
Yeah.
But just about every song, I guess, would be
I'd like to think
universal.
so.
Yeah. But you developed your own voice, and I guess here's my question to you. As a jazz guitar player, you know, I start off and you learn a certain style, and then you branch off, and finding a voice is a very specific, very deliberate thing.
Yeah.
Is it that way for you?
No, it was a very natural thing, but it took a long time to find it. That's for sure. And I definitely morphed a lot over the years playing, and finally finding what I felt I liked, what I enjoyed, and how it could be played, and how well, you know, how it would work out.
Here's the other thing I like about you, Mitch, is that you're very smart. You know a lot of stuff. You're like an encyclopedia of, I'm not going to call them inane musical facts because they're not inane, but they are facts of bands that, you know, like the ones that we talked about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Sir Douglas Quintet around here. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We love that.
Sure. Well, you know, and that was on purpose. You know, ever since I got out of high school, I opened a music store immediately afterwards, and I took recording classes at UAR with Bob Bruce immediately after high school.
Right.
I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and so I started learning as much as I could about every facet of what you could do. You know, from recording all the way to live stuff.
That's probably the best school you could go to.
School of trouble. Yes,
School
that's
of
what
trouble.
I learned.
Well, and well, in other words, the knowledge you have, you don't find it in a textbook.
No, you won't. No. The things you can learn from people like R.B. Blackstone and Claude Morgan, and and then you know, the list goes on in town. That's what I really enjoyed about when I had a music store, was I met all these musicians.
Right.
And that was the best part, without a doubt. I learned so much from all those guys. They were all riot.
I seem to remember one time I'd bought now this is an old story, this is very old. So I was still, at this point I would have been a senior.
Right.
And I think it was a rocket roll for my good friend Bob Dog, who's now Bob Dog. And I think you came by and you bought that guitar from me. It was a red rock and roll. You probably don't remember because you used to buy a bunch of guitars all the time.
Oh yes.
You had a ton of guitars.
Yeah. Well, I came by your house and bought it. I didn't even remember
Yes,
that.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time. When I sold my portion of that store, I started a vintage guitar company and
Right.
ran that for another 5 years or so.
And that's back when
Nobody knew anything
there
about
was no
them
such
because
thing
there
as
was
vintage guitars.
well, you
That
couldn't go
was
to the internet and find out about it. So
Right.
you had to learn it from people like Eugene Ing or different guys that would grant you the knowledge.
Right.
And boy, it was very difficult to pry that from their
Sure.
no one
Sure
would give
there
away
was.
the information. Nobody. And it was very hard to find out.
Those were all the stories about finding something in a pawn shop. That was actually
yeah.
real. I mean, those were the real.
I
You were
spent
one
3
of the real
days out of the
guys.
week driving to pawn shops, easy.
Yeah.
And I'd continually have hundreds of guitars at my house. Yeah. And I'd drive by your house and pick it up. You call me, and I would go, yes.
Yeah.
I'll be there in 30 minutes.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. Yep, and you did. You had a leather jacket. I remember. I thought, oh man, that's really cool. I should get one of those.
Yeah.
With my money that I now have, that from the rock and roll that I have. You know?
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway,
well.
let's play a tune. What are we gonna play?
This song is going to be on our next record.
Okay. And we'll talk about your record when we come back. But tell me the name of the tune. What's it about? What's it called?
I don't know what it's about. Well, it's kind of like it's a song that's written. It's kind of like partially. It's about some guy who had some problems here in San Antonio. That's all it's about.
Okay.
I've been waiting for the moment that all our dreams have come true. Come on, girl, let's hit the road together. Pack your things and jump in, old blue. San Antonio is mighty lonely. Now that it's just us two. Call my friends in Arizona. Try to find some work that I can do. Tragedies can't hold me, not with you. So tell your friends you'll see them later. Tell your friends you'll see them later. Jump in, old blue. Blinding light up before us. Let your hand drive on through. Burn away our pain and sorrow. We'll be born again in the morning dew. We'll find a home in Green Lake County and a high chair in a year or two. Under a dusty cover in the driveway. That's where you'll find old blue. Tragedies can't hold me, and not with you. So pack your bags for Arizona. Pack your bags for Arizona. Jump in, old blue. Let's do something. Don't pan out, we'll head for Houston. My family still lives down there. My brother will be glad to see us. It always helps when you're in despair. Memories can't hold me, but not with you. So pack your dreams for Arizona. Pack your dreams for Arizona. You pack your dreams for Arizona. Jump in, old blue. Very good. That was awesome. You sounded great.
This segment is sponsored by Olmos Pharmacy. It's also sponsored by Equinox, the Metalsmith Gallery, as well as Space Tone Music, and the Tube Amp Man. So pour yourself a cup of coffee and come back and join the next segment with us. Thanks.